up YouTube? It's Ed from 777 Garage, and today we're talking about my BMW E60 M5.
There's a reason why we lose.
BMW E60 M5, Indianapolis red color, S85 V10. Ooh. Looks like a bandit car. Well, it's been sat here, I would say, nearly a year. I did start it a couple of times, moved it about, but there is a bit of a story with this. Bought it 1.5 years ago with the knock on a starter, literally a second, and well, always wanted them car, so I thought maybe a little project for me, and turned out to be a obviously Conrad bearing, and unfortunate for me, it scored the crank as well. So decided to pop inside the car, obviously too windy outside. So yeah, long story short, so I bought this car 1.5 years ago for 6,900. With the issue, it was knocking on a startup, literally a second, and seller did me aware is obviously Conrad bearings and what else, whatever. Started fine, didn't have the limp mode, whatever. So I picked it up. So I think it was sat for afterwards a month or so, and then I put it on the ramp, started to investigate. So removed the subframe, took all the sound, drained the oil, blah blah blah. So I think it was cylinder number 10. Conrad bearing started to sort of wear out, and unfortunately for me, the crank was scored. So I had two options: either regrind the crank, then put a bigger shells, but then it means I'll have to get a piston out as well, which I need to take the head off, I need to mess with the timing. I didn't have any timing tools, so I decided to go for those sort of cheapest options, just to go 50-50. As I said, I'm not some sort of a engine builder or engineer, I'm just a mechanic, you know. I know what I'm doing, but I didn't have loads of experience with the engines and stuff. So what I've done, yeah, I've removed the engine, took the crank out from bottom, and took it to engineering shop where they said they can weld it to sort of original size and blah blah blah. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. Cost me, I think, was $250 or something. Yeah, it seemed to be all right. So I bought a new shells, all shell kit, gaskets, whatever needed. Then afterwards, I've installed the crank, put a new shells, tied all the Conrads up, and then I was about to turn the engine, and guess what? It was deadlocked, like you couldn't turn nothing. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So found out the Conrad, yeah, that cylinder number 10, the Conrad sort of big end was sort of, each side was grinded for some reason. I don't know, maybe someone been there before. And I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? So I was like, okay, let's do it proper way. So bought a timing tool kit, and afterwards, yeah, bought a timing toolkit. Yeah, and bought a second-hand piston with the conrod. So I took the head off, replaced the conrod with the piston. Then afterwards, put everything back together. Yeah, turns nicely afterwards. And I was like, yeah, off we go. So I put everything back together. About to start the car. Started the car fine. Went in limb mode. And it was coming up because I took bank 1, I think it was, yeah, bank 1 head off. So sort of the default was in the bank 1 Vanos unit. So I found out it needs the Vanos bleeding. So I've done a Vanos bleeding through the DIS software. I've done that, and afterwards it didn't help, nothing at all. So I keep going in the limb mode. So was reading on forums stuff like all different opinions. So I found out there's them little what do you call it, like the scoring from the shell is all over the place in the Vanos system. So I had to strip all the Vanos system out, clean the solenoids, clean the pipes, clean I didn't touch the high pressure Vanos. So I cleaned, yeah, all the shells and all the Vanos units, put everything back together, changed the oil again, changed the oil and filter again, and afterwards I've managed to start up, and yeah, it was fine, like didn't have the limb mode. And took it for a test drive, literally backs and forwards near to my unit, and after 7 miles it went into limb mode again, and I was like, what's happening now? So I drained the oil filter and found bronze inside the oil. So I was like, yep, it's happening again. So what I'm guessing is, I haven't stripped it, I was like, sort of gave up on it, and since then it's been parked up. So I was like, either buy a donor car or maybe different engine, but because obviously it's so expensive, my best option is probably buy a donor car, which I'm still looking at it, but nothing's coming up at all. So yeah, so I left it, and yeah, it's been sat there nearly a year now, I think. I really like this car. Them 7 miles I was driving with the Smile is literally wow engine. I mean, don't get me wrong, no matter how much trouble you got with it, it's like, wow, that V10 is like different league. And yeah, it's a very high spec car. I mean, you got a full panel, it's a pre-facelift anyway, so you got this flat panel over here with forward buttons, extended leather, as you can see, nice seats. Then you got blinds at the back, heated seats at the back, Alcantara headliner, blinds. Head-up display is obviously standard on M5s, and it's obviously a good color. So if you want to know what's going to happen to this E60 M5 in the near future, subscribe to my channel, and who knows, maybe in a couple of months I'll get back to it and start maybe working on it. Meanwhile, see you later.